Hello everybody and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War Stainless Steel, the Aragon campaign. Last time we left off, we defeated the Moorish army up here, and we are now making our way down into North Africa. Everything is done for this turn. Fought off some pirates over here. Now, I'm just worried in the end turn phase what's going to happen over here. Are they going to attack? Are they thinking it's still a rebel settlement and they're going to back off now that they realise it's ours? Who knows? But let's find out. Indeed, I think they have decided against attacking. Good. Oh. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't realise the Portuguese had beaten us to it. Damn them. Okay, so pretty important turn then actually. We've got another administratively minded general that we can get married to, that can get married to one of our princesses. I think seems reasonable enough. Seljuk Sultan is dead. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But there's also been another jihad.
Through the holy word of the prophet.
We've already seen that video. It's damn far too loud. But yeah, at Acre here. So it seems the Muslims not content with taking Jerusalem, want to keep pushing the Catholics out of the Holy Lands, it would seem. Anyway. Another cardinal promoted, not from our faction. Marriage celebrations. Oh yeah, I see how it is. So yeah, the Portuguese have out of nowhere decided to declare war on the Moors and have laid siege to Fez. You bastards. You have beaten us
God bless, noble lord.
The prize, it would seem. I'm not convinced that that the Moors are gonna repel this, and we're not gonna help them out. Because why would we? This is our territory.
Yes, my lord.
You didn't fight. You didn't help us. You didn't help us in the fight in Europe.
I think you had the wrong fleet.
But you're not gonna help us now. No, we don't accept it.
Your
So,
orders? Leaving the rest of the fleet, my lord. Yes.
Is rather quickly.
Yes,
before
my
the
lord.
Portuguese can scramble for any more territory.
Your will.
Is Tristan Ramirez is going to board
Joining
these
the
boats.
fleet.
Ildefonso Ramirez is going to board these boats.
Onto the boats at once.
And we're going to set off
Plotting course now, my lord.
for the other
We shall
territories
your
that
orders?
we need. But I'm going to leave them close enough to land so that if
Full
anybody decides to
sails.
attack, they can at least get off the boat.
This is as far as we go today, my lord.
A little bit risky, but yeah. Anyway, at least the
Yes.
Genoese decided not to do anything rash here at Parma.
We are not contesting these waters with you.
Are you sure about that?
We do not seek any trouble with you.
Their army's not that great. It's full of spear militia and crossbow militia, which isn't that amazing. But it's a little bit worrying. I've also noticed that the Genoese are actually at war with France now as well. I don't know why. Maybe the French are besieging a settlement, maybe the Genoese, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's been an interesting turn, that, off camera. So, but it does make me think, what are the Portuguese up to? Because if they do take this territory, what are we going to do about that? Do we just simply let them have it? I mean, we could. I'm not completely against it, although it would be a bit of a block in our empire. But is it worth going to war with them over? But I'm slowly but surely starting to wonder if these Portuguese and the Leonese are really worth the effort. Why should we, what's it called? I don't know how to say it. The faction responsible for eliminating the Moors, pushing them out of the Iberian Peninsula, why should we put up with the Portuguese and Leon, you know, causing us issues. Maybe we should take the Iberian Peninsula. Again, we don't need to for our victory condition, but it's something to think about. The Portuguese do look pretty formidable, though. They've got a full stack army
but
here,
I am not here to parley.
and a full stack army down here, so they're no pushovers, the Portuguese. I can only guess at what the Leonese forces are. Probably not that great, though. I can't see many in terms of... I can't see that many, that they have that many forces.
I simply cannot do this.
But yeah, there's more Portuguese stuff here, you know, they've got this castle here. A little bit interesting. Anyway,
My lord?
we're going to see
Who is
if we can take out this heretic. So, it is this one.
Name the heathen I must bring to
And
trial.
he's failed, unfortunately.
Who does my lord suspect?
God's
I would use my other priest
Name
trader,
the
but the
heathen
chances
I
to
must
kill
bring
them,
to trial.
chances to get them rid of them are not very
Your
high.
orders, noble one.
Anyway, Hernando Ramirez, I think, can just about make it back to
Yes.
Murcia. Yes, he can. So he can now govern this. We're going to keep it on a low tax rate because it still needs to grow. Maybe we should have built some farms. But then again, a church is pretty important as well. Wow, this is 60% heretic. Wow. Holy
If
smokes.
Allah is with God's servant.
I don't think we're going to be able to do this, unfortunately. I'm very worried about Murcia. I'm very, very worried. Because even when the imams die, the heretics are probably going to get even better. I don't know. It's this game, honestly. The stainless steel mod, it's notorious for having, you know, the heretics get out of control. Which I didn't really think was going to be too much of an issue. But now, I think I'm having to eat my own words there. Right, we've got this family member here. I'm not sure what on earth to do with him, because all of the major territories, for instance Cordoba, eventually Marrakesh down here, Murcia, Zaragoza, Barcelona, Pamplona, they're all they all have generals. But actually, now that I think about it, we might need governors for Zaragoza and Barcelona. If I just remind myself who is probably most likely going to take over, it's probably going to be Eusebio Ramirez, who's in control of Cordoba. But again, when Alfonso dies, who knows who it's going to pass to, because Eusebio doesn't have, you know, doesn't have a bride yet. So again, it might be that it does eventually fall to Tristan Ramirez. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So I think, but for now, I think what we'll do is we'll keep this man in Zaragoza for the moment. Anyway,
Your orders, noble
speaking
one.
of Eusebio Ramirez, he can
Of
now
course, my
enter
lord.
Cordoba, set up as a governor. We could, in theory, put the tax rate down a little bit. It depends on how much we want the city to grow. It's going to be a little bit unhappy with us, but it's mostly because of religious unrest, which we will eventually sort out, I'm hoping. We'll have to keep it on a low tax rate for now. Silvez, we have a
My
bishop
lord.
now. It's only 63%
Very
Catholic,
good,
so
my
I don't see why there's so much of a problem here. Religious unrest, really? It's not that... doesn't seem that much of a problem. Anyway. Seville is absolutely fine. In fact, Seville could do with building something. Got a lot of money. Let's go through the list again and see what needs building. Algiers, maybe we can build that garrison quarter, and Seville. Yeah, you probably build the same. I'm starting to think that Seville might be a more important settlement than I originally thought, if it's maybe going to end up being on the frontier with Portugal and Leon. But anyway, we'll have to see.
Sire,
Do we need a spy here now? I don't believe we do, so we're going to move this spy
without
in
a
here.
trace. Where to,
Move
sire?
this spy.
Investigating. As you wish.
You can't get past.
I will hide until morning.
Never
Sire.
mind. got our spy down
Where
here.
to,
Marrakesh,
sire?
it's not really doing much. And
Yes, my
it's
lord.
hopefully going to get besieged next turn. But yeah, I'm annoyed about this. I'm hoping that the Moors can actually combine all their forces and beat back this
God
army.
bless, noble
But I'm
lord.
pretty sure in the end turn phase that Portugal has its turn first. And if it does, these forces aren't going to get close enough, at which point Portugal, they'll have to fight these guys. But that's it. I think there's a good chance Portugal might take that settlement. What I hope happens is that Portugal don't quite take it, but they whittle it down to the point where it's absolutely irrelevant. But yeah, Portugal, you really couldn't have picked a worse time to go to war with the Moors. If you'd have waited even one more turn, we'd have started besieging it. But then again, they might have taken Melilla, so I don't know. Maybe, am I being greedy? Maybe I am. But quite frankly, Portugal, this territory is mine. Anyway, let's end the turn. What are the Portuguese going to do now? Yes, they have captured it. You can see on the map. Bugger. What are the Moors going to do? They're going to retreat back towards... It seems so. I'm very annoyed about that. Really annoyed, Portugal. The Moors aren't going to make this easy on me, apparently, to retake Marrakesh, or take Marrakesh, should I say. Okay, so in Zaragoza, we have a Theologians Guild we could build. Yeah, why not? Second Lateran Council. Great Council. Yeah, why not? But that message means that Zaragoza has finally upgraded to a minor city, which means we can now tax the hell out of them and take in a lot more cash. Right. Mining network we could build, which is really expensive, but it would give us an extra... Wow, it would give us an extra... No, that's actually not that great. An extra 200 odd per turn. Not even that, 169 per turn, and it costs 4,800. Yeah, no. You know what, I'm not going to go with that. We've got more important things to build. Right. Got a few buildings that might be not bad. Depends what we need, really. Be honest, I don't think some farms would go amiss because they'll improve our income. Admittedly, not by much, only 80, but they don't cost half as much, and they're mainly for population growth. So yeah. Anyway, Cardinal promoted, again from the Holy Roman Empire. They must have a lot of cardinals now. Sicily have declared war on the Moors. That's a little bit concerning. That's a little bit worrying. That army that I was talking about way back when that went to the Holy Lands, I'm just wondering where it is, because it could be coming back by now. Maybe that's what they're doing. The Moors have declared war on Sicily with that army. Which means time is of the essence, because if they capture another territory down there before
We shall
we
send them to
finish them
hell
off.
or worse. March!
Okay, calm down.
Sooner or later,
Shut
they
up.
will relent, my
Bloody
lord.
hell.
When shall we attack the walls then, my lord?
Are you finished? Bloody hell. Right. I'm just wondering now if this army is going to capture a territory down here. If it does, the Moors will survive. Barely, but they will survive. And we can't take out the Moors for at least another turn yet.
Yes.
Where is the best place to land that's going to make sure that we can get there? We need to bring the
Yes,
boats.
my
Let's bring the boats a little bit further
Plotting
down.
course now, my
Can
lord.
the army get to Marrakesh from there? Yes, it can. I'm not worried about these small armies.
Yes,
so
my
we can
lord.
simply...
Leading the men ashore. Yes! Closing for battle!
There we go.
Yes.
And let's blockade the
Yes,
port
my
again,
lord.
just for good measure. Right.
Blockading trade
So in
to this
theory,
port.
that should be the Moors done next turn, unless they capture another territory. I mean, for all I know, they've captured another territory down here. I don't think they have, but I wouldn't know. Until we see the faction destroyed screen now, there's a race against time to defeat these Moors. Main reason being is, if we don't destroy the Moors, these imams will all survive and continue to convert our populations. So it's kind of imperative that we get rid of them. Anyway, so Parma has also completed its port. It's going to build a town hall. Now, what is this army doing? It's landed back on Parma.
Your orders?
What's your game?
I think you have the wrong.
What is your game,
Plotting
Genoa?
course now,
I'm going to
my
make it abundantly clear
Yes.
that if you start messing about,
We are not contesting
gonna
these
sink your
waters
army.
with you.
don't think I won't, because I will. Anyway. Oh, and look at this. It's as I suspected. It's not actually as I suspected, in fact. It is Prince Alfonso that has died before the king. Which means that the faction heir has become Tristan Ramirez. Prince Tristan he is now known as, besieging Marrakesh. So King Pedro outlived his brother Alfonso, which means Eusebio is now no longer in line for the throne. Which I believe is as it should be. It should have gone to him. My ideas of how, you know, usually in feudal society it goes to the son of the king. So, anyway, nonetheless. It's going to be interesting, though, who Prince Tristan decides to nominate as his successor when the king dies. Might well be his brother, Ildefonso. I would wonder if it might have been his son, but he doesn't have a son. Yeah. Might do one day, but yes. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But so Juan Majorelu, or whatever his name is, sorry, I've just butchered that, haven't I? But he's going to become the governor of Zaragoza now. We've also lost our cardinal. He didn't quite get to kill that heretic in the end, which is a damn shame, but oh well. Still doing okay on the ranking. Our military has suffered a little bit because we're not spending as much on it now, which is why we got such a great income.
God's servant.
None of
does
these
my
cardinals,
lord
bishops, whatever
my
they
lord?
are going to have a
Name
prayer
the
at taking out these
heathen I must
heretics.
bring to trial.
Um,
God's servant.
yeah. So the only thing we can do is recruit more priests, which I think we can only recruit one more. So
My lord.
we need some help, maybe from the Pope. Is he going to send some inquisitors down? God, I hope not. And I'll actually start the Spanish Inquisition. Wow, wouldn't that be
God's servant.
You know, I like to roleplay a little bit in these games, but that's going a little bit far. The new Spanish Inquisition. Actually,
My
this is how
lord.
it happened. Anyway, right, in terms of Catholicism, everywhere's pretty fine, I think. Algiers is converting very quickly. Oran is beginning to convert quite quickly. Melilah's converting a little bit as well. Fez as well. And Marrakesh, it's slowly but surely transforming. It's almost like it's terraforming. What is this, Stellaris? Anyway, yes, I'm still not happy about this, to say the least. Portugal. Not happy. Not best pleased. I'm starting to wonder if we need a diplomat, so let's get one recruited in Cordoba. And see if we can't maybe buy the territory off them. Because that is another possibility. We could just buy them. If we give them a boatload of cash, they might accept that. Equally, they might tell us to get stuffed. At which point, we might just destroy them instead. Anyway, nonetheless, we still have, I believe, one more princess. Gregoria the Snob. Maybe that's why she hasn't gotten I think yet. Oh, I was going to send him down to Marrakesh, didn't I?
Yes,
I
madam.
didn't get the chance because I completely forgot. On the other hand, maybe he needs to be in Barcelona. He might need to govern it if the king. I mean, I said when the king's wife died, quite a number of turns ago now, I believe. Yeah, 3 years ago. Said maybe it's a sign that he might die, but he's holding on in Barcelona. You know, he's holding on to life, and yeah, she'll have to see. Anyway, I think we've come to the end of another turn. Just check if we can build anything more. Granada, actually, we could build. It's growing a little bit quickly, this. We need to we actually need to increase the public order a little bit if we can. We can do it with this, but that's going to knack the religious conversion. There's not a lot we can do. Usually I thought a drill square would do the trick, but perhaps not. You know what, let's get some archers, because we're lacking a little bit on our archers. We're pretty good for infantry generally. We've got a few places that can build light men-at-arms, recruit light men-at-arms. Yeah, build men-at-arms as if they're made out of brick and mortar. Right. Yeah, okay, in that case, I think we shall end the turn again and see what happens. I forgot about my spy, but there we go. What are Portugal going to get up to this time? Bringing their cardinal down to help convert. Oh, brilliant. That's nice. Bring some forces through my territory. Didn't give you military access. Is this going to be the Moorish's last stand? The Moors' last stand, should I say. Pretty much because they've been defeated by a gang of rebels. Wow. This mighty empire has literally just collapsed. This once mighty empire has collapsed into oblivion. Even the imams are coming. Well, it appears the Moors might be
Name
coming
thy
to an
enemy,
end.
Lord. My lord.
We're going to
Should we
assault
spare any
Melilla.
of them?
Caliph Bark, I'm sure he ended up somewhere near Lisbon a few turns ago. He made it all the way back to Melilla, but unfortunately Ildefonso is going to meet, well, he's going to end him.
Victory!
Are they happy?
We have crushed them! This place is yours, my lord!
Not particularly, we'll sack it. We'll repair everything and build a chapel. We can also retrain a little bit of their troops. Of our troops, should I say. Their troops? Why would I want to do that now? So yeah.
God's servant.
Yeah, 23% Catholic, we don't need to worry about that too much now. Well, we do. Arguably we need to worry about it more, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I have a plan now for this spy, and it's going to be to go east.
Investigating. Today's
That's going to be
journey
his job.
is over.
Spy on the Sicilians. Relations worse and terrible. I don't know how our relations could have got any worse, to be honest. Like, I've destroyed their entire empire, kicked them all the way back to just one settlement. Yeah, we've got a few things going on. Let's do that first, shall we? Why not? What do we need to build here? Nothing really. We'll build a market. No. So we'll build an inn, so then we might be able to have access to assassins. Valencia, what do we need to build here? I'm kind of sick and tired of it not having a port to help recruit some ships when, you know, when the time arises, but what do we need more? Oh, hang on, jousting list. Would that give us happiness in whatever settlement we needed it? Yeah, it would. Okay, we'll build the port here. But, in Pamplona, we could carry on building that, or maybe we need some farms just to up the population growth. Maybe make it a fortress sometime soon. Oran? How worthwhile are the mines? Probably not very. 188. Well, they're not terrible. They'd pay for themselves in about 12, 13, 14 turns. How much would a port be worth? 6. Okay. It's definitely, financially, the mines are definitely better. Although that would give us a little more tax. What do we need here? We actually need to grow this, so actually let's build some farms, which will also increase our income by 80, which is not bad. And Cordoba, we've got a church. We could go for the abbey now, but I don't think we necessarily need it. I think we're probably okay. Public order's not, I mean, it wouldn't take too happy to be on a high tax rate, but what could we build? Mines aren't very valuable in Cordoba. We could build a port. Do we really need it though? It'll give us much income. Why not? We'll build a nice abbey. Probably on the site of the old mosque. A little bit brutal, but yeah. Anyway, faction announcements. Ooh, he's infected with pneumonia. We need to keep an eye on that. Make sure he's not going to die. He should be out of things now. Should be out of the way. We've got our new diplomat, which, wow, he's flipping good already. Crikey. He's got 7 influence right off the bat. That's insane. Right. Okay. He's got a job. He's actually going to go talk to this guy instead.
Is there something I can do for you, noble?
I don't think for a moment that they're going to go for this, but let's see what they think. If we give them, let's say we give them pretty much everything we have, and see if they can't. Yeah, it's still demanding. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to go for it, but we might be able to. We'll get a bit more money, and then we'll see what happens. We could trade them Silves. I mean, it's not a great town, should I say? But at the same time, why should we give it up? We won this territory, so sod you. I'm going to have to build another public order building, I think. That's not going to give us any extra. This will give us an extra 10%, or no, just 5%. Yeah, it's better than nothing. I mean, ultimately, in the long run, a church would obviously convert the population more, so they'd be happier. But yeah. Right, how is the conversion going on down here? It's slowly getting there now. I think it's a little bit better than it was. It's not quite as ridiculously heretic as it was. It was 60% last turn or something ridiculous. Or was that Granada? neither of them are. We're clawing it back a little bit. I worry that it's the imams that are doing that more than we are, but we'll have to see.
God's
Let's get some
servant.
bishops going. That's really... and we can't build another. Recruit another, should I say. It's going to be an interesting one. Right. We turn our attention now
Yes?
to this.
Yes, my lord.
How
This is where
likely
we
is
shall
it
meet
that
the
we're going to
enemy.
win? Oh, almost inevitable. Yeah, I'm not going to fight this. The final settlement, I'm hoping anyway, shall fall.
The day is ours. The enemy are
We're going to
beaten.
have to, unfortunately,
Noble
exterminate
lord,
them
we
because
have
they're
conquered.
not going to take this happily, so... And that is it. The Moors have been defeated. All of these armies have turned to the rebels. The Moors are no more. Faction destroyed. I'm curious to see how far that Moorish army got, but well, we may never know. We may never know. I could use the toggle FOW cheat to see where it is. It might not have even gone here, but I'm not going to do that. Because I'd be too tempted to look at other things then, and that, you know, like what's going on up here and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that. Anyway,
Yes.
Marrakesh has been demolished pretty much. It must have had quite the population. We're going to have to put the tax rate down quite low as well. Build a church is the first thing we need to do, just to make sure we, yeah. But yeah, a fine city I hear that Marrakesh was. It's been reduced pretty much to rubble at this point. But now we've exterminated it, and now we've gotten it a little bit more under control. Yeah, we can definitely regrow it, if that's even a word. I don't know. Anyway, I still don't know what to do now, because we need somebody probably to govern Marrakesh, because it's such a big town that it needs a governor, really. Eusebio is just going to be the Duke of Cordoba. There's not a lot we can do there. I don't think we've got any other generals around. No. So unless somebody gets married to Gregoria anytime soon. I mean, there is Ildefonso, admittedly, who, if I leave here, would become Duke of Melilla. We could, in theory, have him become the Duke of Marrakesh. But I have plans for this gentleman. This man might well end up being the prince. I don't see it being fair that he should be the one to sit back and enjoy life. You know, back in a settlement. I don't think he'd be happy with that. Tristan, on the other hand, our now prince, is administratively minded. In fact, he probably will head back up to Zaragoza. In fact, what I might do is swap this with Prince Tristan and bring this gentleman, keep saying gentleman, this man, whatever, down to Marrakesh. Perhaps that is a way around this. But who knows? It's going to have to wait till next time, because we have come to the end of today's part once again. The Moors are no more. We have taken this territory, but it wasn't quite as simple as it would appear. The Portuguese have stuck their oar in and taken Fez, which I'm not too happy about. Maybe, because at this point, with the Moors defeated, we are no longer at war with anybody. And there are a couple of options for our next war. Genoa, for instance, keep mucking up on here. Sicily, we are obviously going to have to take out at one point, one time or another, since it's part of our victory conditions. But now my attention is coming closer to home. Maybe, just maybe, we should secure the Iberian Peninsula for good this time. Maybe that should be our tactic. I shall have to find out. We shall have to find out in the next part. So join me then, when who knows what's going to happen. The Moors have been defeated. We need to mop up a few of these rebel armies perhaps. But after that, who knows? We shall have to see. Anyway, join me then, when we shall be continue doing whatever we're doing. Until then, I'll see you next time.